Um, YouTube. Excuse me. Yeah, having more of this coffee here. We've been a YouTuber, or stepping towards being a YouTuber, for 5 months now. So I thought I'd share kind of a little timeline and how things have gone for me. It's it's been a it's been a struggle sometimes. I mean, but I enjoy it. I enjoy it. It's massive learning and trial and error, and really takes you out of your comfort zone, because I don't have any digital media background. I'm an old IT guy, so a lot of this stuff was new to me, but YouTube has been a great resource when I do encounter issues and need solutions, so it's kind of like self-defining. But so let's start. Back in May, first part of May, I made the decision that I was going to use part of my stimulus check. So I guess if anything, we can blame Donald. Donald is to blame for everything. I hope you guys realize everything in the world can be traced back to the blame of Donald. So first part of May, I decided, hell, you know what? I'm going to give this a try. I was watching stuff in quarantine on YouTube and was inspired by several YouTubers, and figured, hell, let me give it a crack. So I figured it'd be a good hobby if nothing else. So the first thing I did was I purchased this little gadget, which is a DJI Pocket Osmo. I think I paid like about $300 for it. The only problem I had there is a place I bought it at. I probably won't be purchasing anything in the future from what I call the no-buy store. It's a big box store with usually blue and gold or yellow lettering. And I had some problem because I bought this item and I also bought the software. The software that I chose was Power Director, which it's been a nice piece of software. It does everything I need it to do, and a learning process. So, whoa, we were frozen there for a minute. Oh, okay. So give me some messages, but anyway. So May 4th, we purchased that. It took us a couple of days just to get the camera activated. There's like some process you have to go through online to activate your camera, and I kind of stuttered through that and finally figured it all out 2 or 3 days later. And then I was on my way, playing with the camera, and it doesn't come with an instruction booklet or anything, so I went into YouTubeville and watched all sorts of videos about DJI Pocket Osmo, and all the settings and how it worked, and all the things that people say you should have with it. And then I started, okay, I need this, I need that, I need this adapter, I need a better SD card, a bigger SD card, I need an extra SD card, so then Amazon became my best friend as I started buying a little bit of everything. I mean, I think up until now I've probably spent about $700 on various items, but I kind of buy them as I need them. It's not like I'm just throwing money at the problem, but I found out my headphones were kind of falling apart, so I got a new set of headphones. I'll show you those. Got some wireless headphones for like $20. I'm not spending a lot of money. Just buying what I need. I needed some gadgets. What else we got here? Oh, got this thing for the kind of like a pedestal for the camera that you can put on a table. It's supposed to be for it actually works on a windshield, but it doesn't work on my dashboards. I was hoping it worked on the dashboard, but it doesn't. A little cheap tripod. What else? I don't have it here, but I bought the microphone here, a reasonable microphone, and a microphone tower, or whatever you want to call it, that allows a microphone to move back and forth. And I got about 3 of these USB splitters. I mean, my PC only has 2, maybe 1 or 2 USB jacks, and that's not enough as you start buying all this stuff, and you need to plug in things, and so I've been buying stuff, and slowly and surely, the Amazon guy comes every other day at some junctures, and but that's just you got to have some of the stuff to get things done. So we start playing with the video, and I got all the, Sassy Sue. She was kind of very standoffish at first. She was like, "What the hell are you doing, spending money on a camera?" And she didn't think that I would be successful at it. So typical me, I just kept going on my way and trudging ahead, and I'm sure she didn't see all the boxes that were coming through the front door every couple of days. So, I was careful to buy things in small pieces because, that way she didn't see this big box appear and start questioning things. But so now my secret's out. She's over there listening. I offered to include her on my podcast this morning about the journey, but she rebuked me, and so here I am talking to you guys all by myself. Oh, here she is.
You want some coffee?
Oh, yeah, I would love some coffee, Sassy Sue.
Along with all your new boxes?
So now the secret's out, guys. So now she knows that she needs to start checking the video camera to find out what the Amazon guy is really bringing. All right, so anyway, so that was May. So May and in June, I was just immersed in YouTube Academy or YouTubeville, eating up anything I could find about DJI Pocket Osmo, and boy, did I learn a lot. So Then around the beginning of June, I decided, well, I got to make my first video, and I kind of just started taking videos, and some of them were good. Had a hard time coming up with a coherent video concept, and practiced a little bit, made some videos, and I was on my way. So that was kind of June. Oh, here comes my coffee here. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you.
Enjoy.
So we are, and actually my first video, if you go look out there, I think I published my first video, or my feeble attempt at it on July 24th. So it took me May, June, almost 3 months to get it out on YouTube. And it was lots of learning. So, I had to learn. I had to get this. Let's take a step back. So I ran into some problem getting the software installed because the store where I bought the software, it's all electronic, and so I went home and I tried loading the software, and it failed. It wouldn't do it for whatever reason. And went through calling their helpline, which was better called a no helpline, and finally after like 2 or 3 days of going around and around with them, they wouldn't refund my money, so I could just go out on Amazon. What I should have done is bought it on Amazon and gotten the disc, and been much easier. They ended up pushing me towards the vendor, the software vendor, which was Power Director, which luckily somebody there, I kind of sent them an email and said, here's the situation and here's my software key, and I can't can't get it on my PC for whatever reason. And finally they helped out and they were able to let me download it from their website. So kudos to the people at Power Director, who are much better than the people at the no-buy store. And after maybe about a week, I was able to get Power Director installed on, not necessarily, there's another part of the story is, I kind of overtook Sassy Sue's PC because my PC is an old Dell Inspiron that's on its last leg, and I figured, what the hell, I don't have to buy a new PC for this. I'll just kind of overtake her PC. Although, granted, I told her, I said, hey, I'm going to take over your PC, and when you're ready to buy a new one, let me know. I'll get you a new one. So that was kind of the agreement that we made, and she's still pondering whether or not she wants a new PC or not. But the more and more stuff I learn about YouTube and podcasting and stuff, it's starting to tax this PC because, I'm using what did I say? I got 7 USB ports being used. I just bought another one of those USB splitters on Amazon for like $10 here. This Atola, which is a USB splitter, 3.0 version. You gotta remember that. So that's this PC has got it had to load all sorts of software. I mean, right now I'm using podcasting and video recording are two separate skill sets. Let me say, podcasting is all about software and interfacing with YouTube and using webcam. That was the other thing I had to buy, was a nice high definition webcam because my PC webcam just doesn't cut it. So I found one on sale for $30 one day on Amazon, and it was on its way to me. So I was kind of diving in with 2 feet at once. I was starting to make videos, and all the YouTubers tell you need to publish at least 1 video a week because YouTube likes that. They like it when you're consistent and producing and on a consistent basis, and then they like you. Well, part of the problem was I decided to start with 2 channels. I have Land Cruiser Midwest is one channel, which is kind of urban exploration and just kind of a catch-all channel that I do. And then we have The Life of Charlie, the cat channel. So I was there for a while. I was just going around and around and around, taking video footage and trying to come up with a concept and editing it and cleaning it up and getting it out there. And on top of trying to learn more and trying to get my various, things like this microphone. It took me a while to get this microphone installed and working and sounding properly, which was more software that I needed. Of course, it was free software, but still you had to figure it out. So I had to install this thing called Voice Meter, and so I got my microphone working and sounding pretty decent and playing with that on podcasts. And of course, I can use this microphone now for voiceovers. I haven't really gotten into that too much, but with the editing software, you even use this microphone for voiceovers. So then as I was starting to do these videos, I was dabbling with and playing with podcasts and trying to figure out all that stuff. And so I'm using OBS here today, and got my $50 microphone here, which seems to work okay. I mean, you can spend as much money as you want. And lighting, I need to upgrade my lighting. I was just telling someone the other day I'd like to upgrade some of my lighting here in my quote-unquote studio, which is basically just our office that's a mess that needs to be cleaned up a little bit. But I'm using, we had like these kind of tentacle arm lights in the office. So I just changed the bulbs out with some LED bulbs to add some more light, and seems to work okay for now, but really should have some better lighting in here, and it'll come in time. So after July, I just kind of trudged ahead and learned a lot, And a lot of it too is, like I said, you learn it on YouTube. You learn it by doing it and finding out that, okay, well, maybe I needed to film this in a higher resolution or higher bit rate, because of the way I wanted to edit this and that. And, it's, and even just figuring out music, So once you got all your video shot, then you gotta apply some meaningful music to it. It's just not like you pick music out of the air and slap it on the video and you're done. There's kind of an art to it, so you try to find some music that kind of fits the theme or the mood that you're going after in your video. So and then on top of that, most of the music is only 2 minutes long, and YouTube says you need at least, they like you to do 10-minute videos, and so that means you got to find 3 songs. So as part of that learning, I would have to look at a lot of other YouTubers and do research and try to figure out, hey, I did find one guy out of Las Vegas, Dale McKenzie, great channel. He does a lot of voiceover work, and he's like me. He's a retired guy. That's him and his wife do some Las Vegas videos. I mean, Las Vegas is just a hot spot for vloggers and podcasters and stuff. I guess it's such a great destination. There's a lot of stuff to video. But I latched onto his channel, and he's a jazz or bluegrass musician, and he really spends a lot of time on his music and stuff. So kind of honed in on him and see how he does it, and started paying attention to how he did different things with the music. So there was a learning process there. So that was one YouTube channel that kind of, put me in a good direction, and kind of you learn from it, right? You just see what they're doing, how they're doing it, and try to mimic the results. So that was one channel that I would watch on a regular basis and try to learn. Most recently, I'm watching. This is an interesting channel. Is Kelly Stamps. Check her out on YouTube. She's kind of a different channel and puts a different. She's more of a storyteller and quirky type of comedic spin on things, and she's got her own flair too to her videos and stuff. So I kind of watch her stuff and try to learn from that too, from a comedic or quirkiness. And if you've seen our most recent video about Portillo's, we tried to inject some of her techniques into our video there. So there's a lot of, like I said, there's not only am I spending time creating these videos, I try to look for better ways, or how people are approaching things, so I can kind of take those learnings and apply them to my channel, and go through the continuous improvement process, right? Old IT people, that was a big buzzword in the early 2000s, continuous process improvement. That's true on YouTube, really. If you're a perfectionist on YouTube, you'll never succeed, and probably will crash and burn pretty early in your journey. YouTube is all about, and I've seen many videos where YouTubers say this, and it's a given. I see why, but the adage that they say is the hardest part about getting going on YouTube is getting that first video out, and they say just assume it's going to be terrible and just get it out there and be done with it, because it's the learning that you're going to go through that's more important than the end result at that point. So I firmly agree with that, and that is very much a truth. So you need to just get it out there, get it done, and move on to your next video, because I've heard also from folks on YouTubeville that YouTube really doesn't start recommending your stuff until you get like 35 videos. So I'm right now 5 months in. I'm on Land Cruiser Midwest. I'm just at that point where I'm at the 35 video threshold. So I'm starting to see some fruits of my labor come true, and YouTube is starting to put my video out there as suggestions for folks, and they're starting to take a look at my channel, and we're getting some views and some subscribers, and things are looking up for now. So but that doesn't mean that the learning and the process improvement or channel improvement or whatever you call it is over. It's an ongoing process that we go through here as we go on our journey. Because a lot of people, you watch some of these folks, they before they get to be a real big channel, they're talking like 4 or 5 years of doing this, and I've got to give them some kudos, because that's a long time to keep up the grind. And but as of late, at least, it's good that you're starting to get some feedback from the viewers and the subscribers, and even Sassy Sue is starting to embrace the YouTube-ish channel here. She's partaking and helping, and we've got her doing some camera work. We taught her how to use the DJI Pocket Osmo, which was I like this camera. It's a very nice. It was a good buy, and there's this, and there's the GoPro series stuff, but this seems to be a nice camera. Its only drawback is it's not really meant for low lighting. So that's another topic I need to kind of do some more research on, is how to make the videos a little bit better in low lighting situations. But for light of day and decent lighting conditions, it's a nice camera, and is working out pretty well for me at this point. So yeah, we're having fun, and from my perspective, the money outlay was pretty reasonable. Some of these channels are they're spending $2,500 for a DSLR camera and lens, and just to do vlogging and podcasting, and so you can wrap up some big time money. And of course, you probably, with the DSLR, you get a little better results, but better quality. But I think my quality is not bad, and like I said, I upgraded from a 640 webcam to a 1080p, which is worlds of difference. And if you look back at some of my early podcasts, you can tell. So now we've got, and I think I paid like $30 for this webcam, and actually I need another one. I want to be able to have like a dual setup here in my studio where I can bring in some people for interviews, and that way I can film myself and also them. Right now, if I have somebody in, I got to use my webcam here and then go with my poor quality built-in cam, which I had done that with a few videos ago. You'll see we had Charlie on as a special guest, and we try to utilize that concept, but the video quality on one of the cameras was pretty poor. So but it is what it is, and so now, like I said, going into November, we just finished 5 months on YouTube, and we're starting to roll. I think now we've got 25 subscribers, and it's growing on a daily basis, slowly but growing. So right now we're just kind of focusing on content and getting some content out there, and hoping the YouTube algorithm is kind to us and starts recommending our channel to folks, and that people like content that we're producing, and share it with their friends and family also. So kind of that's where we're at. I suggest that if you're looking for a new hobby or have the inclination to be a YouTuber, that you go ahead and start your own journey. And if you need any assistance or have questions, reach out to me. But I'm more than happy to tell you what I did in your situation, and help guide you down the path of YouTubeville. So there we are. We're 5 months in. We've got, I think on Charlie's channel, I got 25 videos. On Land Cruiser Midwest, I'm probably at 35 ratio. And I also have like 35 podcasts out there. I'm not 100% sure if podcasts, I don't think they're included in your YouTube algorithm. But We've been doing some of those, and probably the first 15 or 20 of those are just been a train wreck. The sound was just terrible with this microphone until I found out about this software called Voice Meter, which helped improve that and allow us to do a little bit of playing with all the stuff, and and working with OBS, getting OBS to work. OBS is a pretty powerful software, and I can see how something similar to this is being used at like the NBCs and the ABCs of the world. The television channels. It's a pretty powerful tool for managing all these cameras and video and whatever else you want to kind of integrate. It's some pretty cool software, and there's a lot to learn just on that. So if you don't learn well, YouTube is not going to be well for you. And as I said, if you're a perfectionist, you'll probably just crash and burn on YouTube, because there's just so much to learn. And some people say you learn from your failures, and for some part, that's every video that I put out, I've got some good things and some bad things and failures that I encounter on the way. Like sometimes you'll go out and you'll shoot video and half of it's like just too windy, or the quality's not good, or the lighting wasn't the best, and you can only use half of it, and then you gotta kind of hodgepodge together a video or go back and reshoot it. So there's challenges with YouTube, but it's an exciting, and has been an exciting journey until now. And I highly recommend that if you're looking for something exciting and educational to do, is to begin your YouTube journey. So with that, I think I'm 35 minutes into this, so I think I'll finish. And like, share, subscribe. We are Land Cruiser Midwest, and we're all about exploring the Midwest and the Chicago area, and that's what we're trying to do here. So thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something. And like, share, subscribe, put your comments below. And we are over and out for today. 1, 2, 3, click.